Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2019. We are just got a New Holland here, and we're going to go ahead and get it hooked up to its header here and get it out to the farm. We're not quite ready to harvest yet, but we knew we were going to have to do it eventually anyway. We went ahead and bought both these things. Maybe a mistake, I don't know. But I think it's going to be okay. Where are we at? There we go. I was going to say, we're not hooked up yet. All right. Let's get you out there. Kind of a slow moving vehicle. 15 miles per hour is all it can do, but that's going to be all right. Slowly but surely get you out there. You know what? We could probably speed up time a little bit just so we're closer to harvest time by the time we get out there. Let's see. That's not what I wanted. I want that. Yeah, because we're not quite ready to harvest anyway. Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit. You know what? We're going to go 120. Why not? That's not what I wanted. What? Oh, because I actually hit hire worker. Oops. That's all right. Let's get you out there. So slow. I mean, we could really go crazy and buy like a flatbed trailer just to be able to haul it out there faster, which at some point we may have. But I'm not too worried about it right this second. And another thing we could do for more money besides taking loans out, which again, I'm okay with taking a little bit of a loan out. I probably want to cap myself up, you know, a couple $100,000, not go too much higher than that. Probably $500,000 is my limit on total loans. But one thing we can do is do contracts as well, especially now that we have some of this equipment. Oh, look, the bridge speed limit is 50 miles per hour. We'll try to make sure that we don't break that. I still don't know what bridge it's talking about. I don't see a bridge. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the bridge thing. And then we get right up here and there's another... Oh, it still says 50 miles per hour. Maybe it's just the wrong sign or something. It seems a little odd. Come on, little tractor. You can do it. You can do it. Could take this little side road, but we'll just go up the main road. It's going to be fine. Just out of curiosity. Let's see if it had advanced at all yet. Spent a lot of money, but, you know, we do have a lot of the tools that we're going to need. So I think it's going to be okay in the long run. Guess we'll go ahead and get you lined up over here on the canola that we're going to need anyway. It's going to be the first thing you end up doing. It's getting dark. Might be a little off a little bit. I'll probably back it up a little bit. What is the... wait. Turn on, fold out. Where's the lights? That sucks tool. Is there no lights? Seriously? Surely there's a light somewhere. I'm just probably not... Toggle light. There we go. Right button. Toggle lights. Oh, we can only go out to the side. That's interesting. I mean, I guess it's cool because it shows you where your little catcher is. You know, your trailer or whatever. Anyway, we don't really need to go yet because, again, I got to make sure I don't back up too much further because we're right on the edge of the other field. We are still... not quite ready to harvest yet. Needs lime still. So once we harvest this first one, we'll probably have to get a lime thing. Drop it down. Anything else we want to do in the meantime? Not really. So I guess we'll go ahead and just get you set up and get you ready. And stop the engine for now. We're going at full speed, so we'll get over to the morning pretty quickly here. Is there any contracts we want to do? Well, with some of the tools that we have right now. Like some of the fertilizer, any transport, anything like that. Could do any plowing or anything like that. Let's actually check that real quick. Go over to contracts. Probably anything field 14 or higher, because anything other than that, it's going to be a massive field. Like this guy right here needs harvesting. And then takes it to the ranch. It's not a lot of money. Field 22 here wants us to plow. It's not too bad for plowing. We did just pay all of our loan interest as well as our vehicle leasing costs. Ooh, so expensive. But you know, that's the cost per day, and it is what it is. We are on another day though, so let's see if this thing advanced yet. Oh, it did advance. We are in fact ready to harvest. Now I don't know if the difference between the yellow, the red, orange, and the red, or the darker orange, I should say. I don't know if there's a difference in harvesting. Let's actually check real quick. Farming simulator. Simulator harvest colors. What is the best time to harvest? Cool. Sure. Some people are saying there's no difference between if you harvest in the first stage or the last stage. There's no difference between, they've tested, there's no difference in the yields. I think the color is only to tell you how long until withered. It doesn't matter, it just shows you how close you are until withering. First stage is as good as the last. Okay, so it looks like everybody's saying that it doesn't make no difference on the colors. It's just telling you how soon, you know, cycle-wise until it withers. So that seemed to be what I was understanding. So that's cool. And, you know, each cycle, you know, I don't know what the cycle is. I think it's like every few hours or something like that. These things advance the cycle. Because as you can see, this one's already into cycle number 1, which we actually do need to fertilize. And this one's already into cycle number 2. If we're counting the light green as cycle 0, maybe. So we're in growing stage 1 here, we're growing stage 2 here, and we're in harvest stage 1 there. So if we were to wait a couple stages, we still can harvest, but once it gets a stage past the orange here, then it becomes withered, and we obviously can't do anything there. So all that being said, let's get over to our tractor, and let's start the engine, and let's get some lights on. Might as well get all the lights just so we can have a little bit more view. And we are ready to harvest. In fact, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get out of the tractor real quick and check it real quick. Canola, ready to harvest. No weeds, no nothing. So, I do think we want to hire a worker here. Looks like he just decided to go with a single light, which is fine. We're going to let the worker do this. We're going to watch him do it for just a second. Because I do want to get over there and get some fertilization done on the other thing. Oh, we're starting to get a little bit of light. And he is harvesting. As you can see, we are getting, I'll use the, well, can't use the mouse, but we are getting some canola. All right, well, let's get over here to one of our other tractors, and I'll just use the little tractor because we do have some growth over there. Oops. Get the camera to work right. Sorry. Still trying to use the controller. You can see that one that we planted not too long ago. Oh, we need to slow down. I'm going way too fast. We're actually going at 1 speed. Because the tractors don't go any faster if you're going faster. Just everything else in the game goes faster. Is it too late? No, I think we're still good. We're still good over here on number 24. But I think if I'd gone too much longer, it would have been bad. And we would not be able to go safely fertilize. It's safe to run your tractor over stuff in the early stage, the very first stage. So we should still be safe. Why are you not connecting? We're off that by that much, aren't we? Come on. We don't have to be super, super close, but it'll be close enough, and I was not. All right, so we're going to come over here and should still be good to harvest or fertilize over here. Get you a little bit over on the edge. And for the moment, if I start advancing, we're not killing crops, right, are we? So we're still in the first stage? Yes, we're good. Alright, and again, due to laziness, I'm going to hire a worker here. Actually, a little too far over to the right, but that's okay. He's trucking it, going pretty fast. And let's go over here and check. For some reason, it's not getting that far right. I don't know why some of the fertilization is not showing up correctly. We'll keep watching them here. You do have to kind of go back and forth to kind of see it pick up, because usually it doesn't save it. Okay, so we are getting max level. Yeah, okay, we're still getting max level. Okay, so number 24 is, for some reason, there's a couple spots that's not, but that's not going to change the yield that much. Nothing needs to be weeded yet. We do need to, still need the lime, and we need the plowing on number 26 here soon-ish. Looks like A is going to be able to go one more. Hey, look, B there. That's actually our icon for Broyar. I like it. B is us. All right, so he's harvesting. He didn't miss a spot there, but I'm sure he'll pick it back up here in a second. So what can I do with my other tractor? Looks like A is about to be done. And A is now done. Did not take him long. We could have done that pretty easily, but that's all right. We are going to go ahead and just move you over here. Do I want to try and do this little line over here? I kind of do want to try and do it. It may waste us some fertilizer, but it's going to annoy me otherwise. It may not make a difference, but if for some reason it does get us a little bit of fertilizer. I mean, it's not costly, I'm sure. It's probably costing me more than I'm gaining from the yield, but if it even worked, but it makes me happy. No, it didn't work. More of a perfectionist type thing. Alrighty, so that's all done there. One negative about that harvester, is that to get the other head, we're going to have to run that little slow harvester all the way back to town, which would be kind of annoying, but what you going to do? Let's swap over to the harvester. Still got plenty of space. We are not going to fill it up before this thing gets done. In fact, what may be the best thing that we can do. Now you can see, okay, what this guy's doing right now, we would never do if we were harvesting. And the reason for that is because we would be destroying crops. But the AI has crop destruction turned off, just for a number of reasons, because it'd just be really hard for them to not accidentally destroy some crops, because AI can be only so smart. And so it's able to kind of do those turnarounds within the field itself, which if we did that, we would be destroying crops at the same time. So normally we would be turning around separate in a different way, but it's okay. We'll let it go. It's saving us some time. But what we can do is we can actually take this tractor all the way back to town to deposit the canola. Actually, let's see, where is the canola best sold at? Canola, which is, again, this third symbol here. We'll use the mouse here. It's this symbol. Is best sold at the ranch. That is not in town. I was going to say, we could, if it was at the restaurant, we could just take this back to, we could run this back to town, drop it off at the restaurant, and pick up the other header. But it's not. Well, the ranch isn't too far away, so we'll be okay. Another option is we could buy, something just to be able to, now the soybean is better at the ranch than the restaurant. Interesting. It's actually going up. By the time we actually harvest the soybean, who knows which one of these will be higher. But anyway, what I was going to say is we could store this and wait to see some of the other ones go up higher. I wish it would tell us, like a max out of something, like if it's at its highest peak, or, I know some of the other ones, like if it gets to be blue, you know, it's at its like highest price ever or something like that. Like I want to say I saw like a post that on for Farming Simulator 17 that it would show a different color if it got to a really high value, but we're at least seeing the arrows here. These are prices per 1,000 liters. So, you know, we're only going to get like a couple thousand liters out of this thing. Look, in fact, we go back over here. Let's say we're at the halfway point right now. We're at 1,300 liters. So we may get, what, 2,700 liters out of this. So we're only going to get, what? Forget, you know, 700 for 1,000. Then we're not even going to get 2,000, you know, dollars off of this entire setup. We spent how much money off the harvester? So it's not a huge profit. It takes a while before we start seeing any sort of turnaround. And if we're leasing our headers and stuff like that, we may be losing money. Honestly, we may not be making any profit whatsoever. So we're going to probably need to do something else with some of this land. We probably need to figure out what kind of stuff can we plant that we could turn into more profit in some way. I did soybeans because obviously the price was really good. But maybe soybeans is not the right thing. Maybe we need to do something that can feed us some animals so that we can sell stuff like that. You know, maybe sell the hay or use the hay to feed our animals, things like that. Get some chickens or something. That might not be a bad idea. Put a little chicken spot over there off to the side. Because we have a lot of good blank space in this land. Not even technically some of these hills are available, but I don't know. Like somewhere over here. And we've got all this land here. We could easily put a chicken thing over here. In fact, let's see here. If we go over here, I'm not going to buy it. But if we come over here, grab animal pen. We don't have enough money for it anyway. Yeah, don't have enough money for it anyway. But like some basic chickens, like a small chicken coop. Which needs either wheat or barley as food. This one holds 100 and this one holds 400. Is that what I'm seeing? Pretty big difference in them. And 100 might be enough for now. But only double for 4 times the space. It might be better to go with the bigger one. Alright, you know what? Let's, because this will change some of the stuff that we plant, let's come over here and go to, I'm going to look at this button. Let's go to our finances. And again, I'm okay with borrowing some more money. I don't want to borrow like a ton, but let's borrow that for now. And see about the chickens. Like if we bought this one, where could we stick this? I may want to use the mouse for this. It may be alright though. Like where? Like we could technically put one way over here. Am I getting a symbol for it? Or I thought I was. Okay, it's actually raising and lowering it. Or we need to lower this. I'm going to use the mouse. Because Control Q and E to lower it. I don't own that land. Okay, I can put it there. Can I lower it or raise it to get it cheaper? If I go up way high, it goes way expensive. The deformation of the train has failed. Okay, we can put it there for 144,000. That's pretty expensive. And I would like to rotate it. Grid snapping. Oh, I guess we'll figure out the grid snapping in a minute. Like I'd like to rotate it so that the entrances are over that side. This is really not liking me right now. If I snap to grid, it's not like really an easy way to do it. Right. Like I'm getting like a moment of it. I just kind of want to see what the final cost is going to be. And I have to raise this thing up quite a bit just to get it to sit somewhere. I guess I'll replace up here. That's better. Collide with objects. It's colliding with a tree, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's not going to be able to raise high enough to get there. It has to be the tree that's colliding with. I mean, that's 161,000 right there. I thought I got it at like 140,000 earlier. Like half of it's in the ground, though. It kind of annoys me. $152,000 might be the best we can do. I don't know. Is that what I want to do? 150,000. I mean, I've heard, you know, the chickens are supposed to be pretty lucrative. You know, you can sell the eggs and things like that. I mean, we're getting real expensive on our stuff, but might not be a bad idea. And it needs what? Wheat? We could just plant a whole bunch of wheat. I've already got the head for the wheat. Maybe just temporarily lease the corn head so we can harvest the sunflowers. Although honestly, it's not even worth that much. Like harvest, it would be better for us to plow those over at this point if I decide to go this route. Just plant bunches of wheat, maybe a little bit of barley and wheat, so a combination of the two. 150,000. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? Let's do something a little bit different. I mean, what other animal pens could we go with that would be cheaper? Not really any of these. Like the horses, pigs. Excuse me. Pigs can eat a lot of different stuff. Sheep would be fun. But I think chickens would be the easiest. Could also get a doghouse. So if we're going to do that, let's come back over here and let's borrow some more money to be able to build our chickens. We're just going to borrow up to... Man, we're getting so expensive. Let's borrow up to like 350 because we're going to have to buy the chickens too. And I'm just using the mouse and keyboard just because it's a bit quicker to kind of do this right now. All right. Because I wanted to kind of the entrances over like this way maybe. Is there some way I can like make it cheaper if I do it at an angle? It'll annoy me if that's the case. 146. Oh, right there. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. So it does lower everything around it. Okay, good. I was afraid it was going to be like look stupid and like be up in the air or something like that. But it does in fact lower everything. So now we have a chicken spot. Now we got this big old hill here. That's not going to be fun trying to get a tractor up and down. I guess we can technically go down this path right here with the tractor. Is there a way to lower this land separate in a different way? I don't know. We'll go with this. But yeah, no, here's a spot for chickens. Is there a way to jump? I don't know how to jump with a controller. Close the gate. Tiny little gate. Get some eggs, all sorts of things. Open animal dialogue. We get white chickens, we get black chickens, we get brown chickens, and we get some roosters. How many roosters do you need? I mean, chickens are only like 50 bucks a piece. And so I can get like a bunch of chickens. I don't know. Let's get like 20. How many roosters do you need per chickens? Let's check real quick. And then we may call the episode there. Rooster. Let's see. Farming simulator. Rooster to chicken ratio. We did buy the large one. We have 4,000 chickens. It's $50 plus $15 transport. Chickens only need food to live on, wheat. That's easy enough. Chickens lay eggs that you can sell for a good price in the market. Every 20 chickens generates 1 liter of eggs for 15 minutes in the game. Wow. Chickens must be of the same species, which is color, to improve the rate of reproduction. Fair enough. But it doesn't say how many roosters I need. Does it say in game, by any chance? Am I like just being dumb? Chickens. Animals. Chickens. Nah, it doesn't say. Like, I don't know. I mean, I could look up like the perfect ratio in real life, but I don't know if that really is relevant. All right, you know what? We're gonna wait, save that for next time. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cut in here now, and by the time I get back next time, you guys will know with me what the ratio is because I'm gonna look it up. But I do appreciate you watching, and hopefully you join me again next time as we continue harvesting and doing other fun things. Thank you, and goodbye.